Cancer, we have an interesting reading for you today. It's a long one. Seems to relate to stepping outside of one's comfort zone and dropping down these great big old walls. So let's find out what's going to happen. Stay tuned. Hello, hello, hello to my beautiful Cancer viewers. Very happy to have you here today. I hope you are doing well. Cancer, you are in my thoughts, and I hope that this is an absolutely beautiful week for you. So, Cancer, oh my, we are going to be using the Light Seers Tarot. I seem to be very stuck on the pictorial aspect of these particular cards. They speak to me very deeply, and I hope in turn they will speak to you as well. And the Queen of the Moon Oracle. I am using my standard black, kind of cover. And we are about ready to go. So I just wanted to welcome Empress Empire, my beautiful VIPs. Very happy to have you here. If you are interested in becoming a VIP, queue up the link down below to learn more after this video. And also queue up the main channel page so you can scroll down and see the kind of content that the members only section receives. Would love for you to join us over there. Subscribers, you guys are my life force. Thank you so very much for being here. You keep me up here every single day, whether I'm working behind the scenes or up front and personal with you. If you're a repeat viewer, would love to connect with you further. There's a lovely subscribe button down below. Welcome to those of you that are new. You will hear me speak about Fred, my spirit guide, or Cecil, my spirit guide, or Sylvia, my spirit guide. Do not be alarmed by that. They are usually present in our readings. Okay, so we're going to get right on rolling. I hope you are ready. If you want to find out what is happening astrologically in the sky this week that's affecting you, there is a link in the description box to my blog post. Go ahead and cue that up. You can take a look at it later. Ooh, look at that. 10 of Coins, Cancer. You could be focused on family. You could be focused on a romantic relationship. If you're married, you could be focused on the marriage. If you're in a long-term connection, you could be focused on that. If you are assessing a relationship as whether or not it's long-term capable, you could be focused on that as well. But ultimately, the 10 of Coins means that you are focused on your finances, you are focused on your career, you're trying to build a nice, stable, and sound foundation for yourself in some area of your life. It looks fantastic. We're going to go ahead and split our deck. Okay. We have the Knight of Coins. For some reason, Cancer, I'm very focused on the mom here. So there could be a focus, Cancer. Pisces got this as well. I don't know why, but if you are a Cancer with Pisces in your chart, or you are a Pisces with Cancer and you're here watching, this may be important. There's a focus on some sort of communication with your mom. Okay, so we have the Knight of Coins for you. We have the Justice card for your person, the 7 of Cups for you, the Ace of Coins for your person, the Fool, the 6 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, the Moon, and the Knight of Swords. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Coins. All right. Okay. Boundaries. Either you or your person put up some strong boundaries, and it may have adversely affected your relationship. Extremes. You could be going through extremes of emotions. This card looks very sexy to me, though, so it also could be a focus on physical desire for your person, Cancer. All right. Fred, where do you want me to start? Sylvia is saying the lily, peace. Sylvia is saying, Cancer, and I'm about to show you. Sylvia is saying there's a need for peace between you and this person. A need for peace. She's focusing me on the lily here that is just outside of this shell, this boundary that this person has put up. So either you or your person has put up some sort of distinct boundary. Now that could be ghosting. Somebody may have ghosted. I do see the Seven of Swords here. That would indicate that. There could be a focus on the fact that one of the two of you won't open up, but yet just outside that, thank you, Sylvia, just outside of your comfort zone is peace and happiness. So that's for either you or your person. Card number 12, which breaks down to a 3. Communication may be very important for the two of you. I feel Cancer, somebody was afraid to get outside of their comfort zone. Because if we notice, I mean, everything beautiful is happening to this person, for this person outside of the comfort zone, right? Something could have occurred shortly after the new moon. On its way to full, because this is waxing gibbous. So it could have occurred then. And then here at the full moon, we have some sort of extreme emotions that may have occurred for you, Cancer, as a result of this situation. Extreme emotions. Now, we have fast movement with regards to communication. We have the Knight of Swords, and it's so interesting because the Knight of Swords is running to hop on this motorcycle. Once again, Cancer, I'm starting at the outcome for you. I don't know why, but for you, I always seem to start at the outcome and move backwards. So here's our outcome. Somebody is dashing and rushing forward to communicate as a result of something that was seen, heard, or observed. With the bird up there. If that is a raven, because that could be either a raven or a crow. If it's a raven, you or your person may want a rebirth of communication. Like I said, you may not be communicating because we have the Seven of Swords in the challenge position. If that is a crow, one of you has received some sort of spirit urging to communicate. Now, signs I see on the board. I see Virgo. I see Cancer with our Two of Cups. We have Virgo and Leo here. Scorpio. Aquarius. Pisces. Leo. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Libra. Aquarius. Gemini, Taurus. Now that could be anywhere in their chart. So if you know their birth chart, take a look, see if any of those signs are in their chart. Does not have to be in their sun sign. Okay. Sylvia, thank you for the message for Cancer. Where do you want me to go now, y'all? It appears that Sylvia is wanting to connect with you emotionally today, Cancer. And Sylvia tends to connect when we have deep spiritual messages or a divine union. And I do see that here with the Two of Cups, the Two of Cups being a soulmate connection. Now, you have this Knight of Shields. Interesting. It's like you're dropping these shields behind you. It's almost like you're trying to put as much distance between you and this person as possible. Wanting to move as slow as possible, put as much distance between you and this person as possible. It's like, let me drop another shield. Let me drop another shield. So outside of that comfort zone, there's peace, love, and happiness, right? Inside of this comfort zone, nobody can get in. So maybe you're the one who has a big old boundary put up around yourself. But I hate to say it, they do too, because they're sitting here holding the sword. Holding the sword saying, okay, you know, the law for me, my boundary for me, and I've been guilty of this, Cancer, my law for me is it must be so or nothing else at all. Like no wavering with this Justice card. But the Justice card is also about fairness. So I feel that if your person had that kind of no wavering attitude before, that now they're at a point where they're like, okay, well, what would be fair between the two of us? What would be a point of fairness? On a heart level, you don't know what to do about this. 7 of Cups. You might have a lot of options, but there's one right here that you can't seem to get off your mind. Seems to be this person, because you're sitting here in emotions here with this Moon card, because that's a mutual energy. And I might be like, okay, well, I've got all these options, but this one just stands out and I don't know what to do about it, right? I don't know what to do about that person. Should I move forward? Should I not? Should I just stay in my comfort zone here? But yeah, you're going through some sort of extreme emotions here related to the full moon. Full moon here, right? So maybe you got really emotional about this person over the last week. So it's interesting, the actions you want to take towards this person, it looks like you want a new beginning. You want to take a leap of faith with them. You want to take a leap of faith with them, but right now your challenge is actually connecting to them, because something happened between the two of you in the past with the 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords can be deceptive energy. It can also be an energy where the two of you just were not on the same page with communication. One may have felt like they were being treated, you know, inappropriately or wrongly, and the other one may have felt the same way. It's like two people that couldn't get on the same page. This is a very protective energy. It's like your person was in a protective shell, right? The protective shell. Or you were. And so the connection that you have here, the strong, beautiful connection that the two of you have, is not being nurtured at present. So that seems to be your challenge. How do you have this new beginning when there's this disconnect between the two of you? On a heart level, Cancer, they want a new beginning with you. Ace of Cups. They want to allow something to grow, allow something to blossom, to work together to make that happen. They want success and love with you with this 6 of Wands. Together, you have the Moon card. You could be dealing with a fellow water sign, because this is Pisces or Cancer. It could also be associated with Scorpio. But this is an energy of trying to find your way forward in the dark, right? Trying to figure out how to move forward when you're feeling such deep emotions, or trying to figure out what is real and what is illusion. You know, is there an illusion here that perhaps you don't see because somebody's put up a big old shell around themselves and they're not coming out of this shell, not coming out of struggle. Not allowing their walls to come crashing down. So I remember recently sending a song about, for me, what the song meant, and it actually came across quite differently. But for me, what the song meant was that I was trying to let my walls come down, right? But that I needed help from the other person to allow that to happen, because of hurt from the past, because of difficulty from the past. So it's kind of a song about letting this boundary down in order to find the peace and the happiness like outside of that, right? And so it sort of reminds me of that, because there's a sense of intuitiveness here where you know, something like that, when we think of like songs, we think of our own internal workings. Things mean something to us, but they mean something different to somebody else. And it's because we all connect on a heart level in a different way to the things that are happening around us, right? We connect differently on a heart level to boundaries being put up. We connect differently on a heart level to communication. We connect differently on a heart level to, you know, the waves of our emotions, to our own intuitive guidance, to opening up and allowing somebody in. Whereas in this particular depiction of the moon, it's somebody feeling so overwhelmed by emotions that they don't know how to come out of that. And that's sort of like what I was expressing with the, you know, the walls coming down, right? Big old walls coming down. There's a sense that somebody needs to move forward, either you or your person, Cancer, but it's like they don't know how to bring themselves out of this state of that deep, dark boundary that's wrapped around them, right? The light, you know, the light and shadow side. Maybe what's happened between the two of you, because we have light and we have shadow, right? And we have light and we have shadow side. We have the two wolves here. Usually it's a wolf and a dog, but we have two wolves here howling at the moon. And so it's that focus on the light and the shadow side, right? And maybe that's what we had happen between the two of you here, Cancer. Somebody showed their shadow side and somebody else was trying to show their light, and somewhere there was a disconnect between you and this person. I'm going to take one more card. Normally I do this in the extended, but I'm going to take another card on that Knight of Swords for just a moment. Because I feel I see what's happening there. Even though we started with it early, I feel like there's kind of another message, but I'd like to see what the cards say first. Tell me about this Knight of Swords, please, Sylvia. Well, the two of you very likely are, you know, having a breakdown at the moment, or have had a breakdown at the moment. So, so here we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups, along with this fast movement of the Knight of Swords, right? The Wheel of Fortune is when change has occurred. And notice what we have, right? We're back to that light and dark, light and dark, light and shadow, right? Look, dark energy, light energy, light and dark, right? There's this strong focus on light and dark for you, Cancer. In that space of the Wheel of Fortune, right? The wheel is always turning. There's usually a life lesson that needs to occur. Something shocking, something surprising is about to happen for you, Cancer. And that shocking and surprising thing may be that somebody awakens at a heart level, either you or this person, to this beautiful, loving connection with this Nine of Cups, right? That somebody awakens to what their wish, their dream, their hope is, where their treasure lies, which is that 10 of coins, right? To where what will bring about that sense of these walls crumbling down, and the peace returning to this connection between the two of you. Somebody's coming forward to communicate, either you, Cancer, or them, as a result of some sort of awakening and epiphany, something that happens on a heart level regarding this connection. We are all a mixture of light and dark. I remember there's this picture that I was going to create a nice little poster for the Empress Moon Tarot, you know, merch store. And in this picture, you saw this woman's face, right? Half skeleton and half normal, half beauty, right? And so, Cancer, I'm going to leave you with this thought, and then I'm going to dig into the extended. So cue up the extended link down below. So the side that was skeletal to me represented the shadow side, right? And the side that was beauty represented the light. And everybody is made beautiful by that combination of the shadow and the light. Sometimes when people's shadow side appears, other people find it to be distasteful and ugly. Well, it's the person who actually finds you in this beautiful state of soulmate bond, right? That understands that behind the shadow, behind the wall, behind that exterior, there's been somebody has gone through pain and difficulty, but in those scars, there is great beauty if it is embraced. So I'll leave you with that. Cancer, I'm going to dig into the extended. Let's find out what we are going to see, because it looks quite beautiful and I'm curious. So stay tuned. Oh my Cancer, what a beautiful extended. I swear, cue it up down below in the description and in the comments. As you can see, lots and lots of cards. So Cancer, what I'm seeing here, what we took cards on, okay? So first of all, we wanted to look at the Knight of Swords, right? That rushing communication and where it was coming from and what's going on. So I definitely see, you know, that there's a strong desire for one of the two of you to move this forward. Now, I'd like to say that it's not mutual, but guess what? It is. Guess what? It is. Strong sense of mutual energy between the two of you. A strong sense of compatibility was showing between the two of you. A lot of focus on spiritual movement. I definitely see a soulmate or twin flame connection. We have the wheel of, whoops, that's not the wheel. The Wheel of Fortune came up twice. We have a lot of aces. We have the Judgment card as well. Of course, we have the Two of Cups. We also had the Four of Wands, wherever it happens to be. The Four of Wands was present here as well. Strong, strong, strong focus on this connection. King and Queen of Coins, if that is important to somebody. Oh my goodness, I didn't see this in the extended. I did not see this card in the extended. I saw the Emperor, but I did not see the Empress. Like I said, definitely a divine union, either soulmate or twin flame, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So link down below, cue it up, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.